Hello, and welcome to My Pages Speaks. My name is Marcella D. Moore, and it is my delight and pleasure to be here with you tonight. Marcella D. Moore, also known as Cella D, the life giver, the reminder, the motivator. And it is my honor, my privilege, and my pleasure to be here with you for My Pages Speaks. This is a platform where I bring some of my amazing friends who happen to be authors. And I'm excited about the authors, the co-authors that have been joining me over the last couple of weeks because it's a part of a special project that we put together. So if you are joining us for watching the replay, and the thing that I so love about Facebook, social media, YouTube, however you choose to look at us tonight, or even down the road, when you can't join us live, you can look at the replay. So I welcome those of you who are watching the replay. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, whether tonight, this afternoon, whenever you see this. And I am so excited just to be able to speak life to you through this platform. And I can't wait for you to hear the responses and these interviews with these amazing co-authors that we have here. So if you are here, I want you to take a moment to say hello. Say hello. I got to turn my volume down. Say hello. And to take a moment to share the broadcast. Well, two things. I want you to share the broadcast. I want you to like the broadcast, because when you like it, it puts us in the algorithm. And I've been out of these social media streets. I used to be back to back to back. When I got sick, I was gone for a minute. And so I'm fighting my way to get back into the algorithm, y'all. So take a moment to not only share this broadcast, but also like the broadcast and the video. So we appreciate you. And if for any reason you have any challenges on this platform or Facebook platform, you can jump over to YouTube. We are there at Cella D Motivate. So we're just excited that you are here. And so the beginning, sometime in January, we launched a book called Soulful Sales, How Vending Empowered Me to Soar. And myself, along with 10 other co-authors, shared in this book, wrote their chapters, shared their stories, gave some input, some insight, shared some wisdom keys for, number one, people who have a business, and in their business, they are looking for another way to improve and to get their business out there. So we encourage them to give vending a try. For those who are out there who have tried vending before and felt like they failed, for those who has a business and you've been doing vending and it's been successful, we are here to help you elevate your business and your vending to another level. This project that we put together, I tell you, we have a 30-year-old in the book, we have a 70-year-old in the book, and it is filled with so much wisdom. And if you have ever thought about vending, this is a blueprint for you. And I guarantee you that if you get this book, this not only the stories of these amazing co-authors, not only will they bless you and empower you, but you will learn some steps, and you won't have to go through the same thing that we went through when it came down to vending. We wish we had us available for us when we started vending many years ago. Some of us are new, some of us been doing it a while, but we have a variety of authors in this book that are amazing. And I guarantee you that if you hang out with us tonight, you will hear something that is encouraging and something that will bless you across the board. And so without any longer wait, I am going to start with our first author tonight. And I welcome those of you. I see you there. I see you, Jacqueline, Robert, Rita. I see you guys there. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Please take a moment to like this broadcast. I only see 2 likes there, and I see more people than I see likes. You can like it, you can heart it, but please take a moment to do so that we can get back in these algorithm streets. So we appreciate you. And so I'm bringing up my first co-author tonight. Her name is Pamela Wiggins-Highsmith, and I am so delighted that she said yes to being a part of this project. And so, Pamela, I'm going to bring you to the stage, And I am welcoming you. And I'm so grateful that you are here tonight. And I'm so grateful that you said yes to being a part of this project. Your story is a blessing. You have many businesses and you've been doing great things. And I'm so grateful. So before we start, I want you to take a moment and I want you to introduce yourself. And I want you to introduce yourself and what you do, because even after this, I'm going to take a snippet of your introduction and I'm going to show it to the world. So take a moment and introduce yourself to this amazing audience tonight.
Thank you so much, Marcella. Well, my name is Pamela Wiggins-Highsmith. Most people call me Pam. I am a wife. I have two bonus children. I have grandchildren. I have great grandchildren. And I am a independent paparazzi consultant where I sell fabulous $5 jewelry. But that's not the only thing that I do. I also I'm a Mary Kay consultant. I'm also a life insurance agent, and I do other things. And in this time in my life, I would say that God has pregnate me with purpose.
Awesome, awesome. I'm so excited about you being a part of this project, and I know that those people, because I know so many people have gotten the book already, and I know that they've been blessed by the chapter. But I know that those of you who have yet to get the book, I know that Pamela is going to, well, she said, my name is Pamela Wiggins-Highsmith. Most people call me Pam. So I know that Pam's story in this book is going to be definitely be a blessing to you. And I love the fact, Pamela, that you talk about, you started out talking about being a paparazzi, and then you went on to talk about the other things that you do. And because we are aging gracefully and we are beautiful women in our 50s, in our 40s, in our 50s, in our 60s, the fact that you continue to reach for goals and you continue to do great things as you get older is a blessing within itself. Years ago, it was when you got older, you just didn't do much. You didn't do anything. You just got old and you sat around and you didn't do a lot of things. But I'm so grateful that it's people like you, people like myself. We understand that we can bear fruit in every season. And so I'm excited about your journey. I'm excited about where you're going. I'm excited about just everything that you have going on. And it's a delight and pleasure again for me to introduce you on this platform. And so we're going to get started with our interview tonight. I know those of you who may be here, you may have come because Alyssa invited you, and you're like, "Where's Alyssa? Where's Alyssa?" Well, Alyssa is coming. Okay, I need you all to hold on. She will be here, and she will get to share as well. And so, Pam, I'm going to start with our first question for you tonight. And the question is, what inspired you to write your chapter? And what is the key message you hope readers to take away?
Okay, well, first of all, I want to say thank you for this opportunity. At the time when you had contacted me, I had a lot going on. And because I was the caregiver to my uncle, and I happened to tell him about it. And he says, "Well, go do it." And he says, "I'm okay where I am." He said, "It's time for you to do what Pam wants to do." And so I would say that my uncle, he's 103 years old. He passed away, but he inspired me along with my husband, but it was mostly my uncle.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And he was such a gem. And I know that he gave you a lot in terms of life, in terms of wisdom. And I know people will be able to feel some of that from your chapter in this book. And so my next question for you is, how has your personal journey shaped the insights you shared in this book?
Well, I would say I have to go back to when I was 12 years old, and just being with my brother and going to New York, and you see all these vendors And when I saw that, I was like, now that's something I want to do. I never shared it with anyone. And I would say by me just, seeing that, that helped me shape what I'm doing right now. And, it's just, I always say that you have to be around like minded people in order to do this type of business.
No, and that's good. That's real good. And so you said that you went to, and I remember myself going to Delancey Street, going to all these places in New York, growing up in New Jersey, but going to all these places in Newark, not Newark, in New York on Saturdays. And like you said, seeing these vendors everywhere, and there's every fast pace, everything is going on, people exchanging money and different things like that. When I saw that, I had no idea that that would be a part of who I am today. While you saw it and you saw it and you was like, you know what, this is something that, that I resonate with. And that is so powerful. That I love that part. And I remember even when we talked about it, as you had it in the book. And so let's talk about the business side for a moment. How has vending and or entrepreneurship impacted your life? And what advice would you give to someone considering this path?
Okay, so when I became a paparazzi consultant, um, I just happened to, go to these different events, and I just wanted to see how other people were doing their vending. And so I wanted to get an idea. So when I go out there, I know exactly what to do. And so I started, you go to the churches, you do that. You had these street fairs, you do that. But what inspired me is that I was talking to some of the different vendors. And what I discovered, it was more like a therapy for me. Because like I said, I was going through so much. And then you have these customers coming and talking to you. Sometimes they'll buy something, sometimes they don't. But you build a relationship. And then when you build that relationship, that also helps you with your business. And so, you just got to understand people. You got to understand what it is that you're there doing. And then one of the other things I learned that your setup is very important because that will attract people. And so, one of my things, what I always tell people that this vending business that you're doing, it's not like your regular job, because at your regular job your employer decides what your worth is. But when you're vending, you decide what your worth is. Sometimes you're going to make money, sometimes you're not. But it's all how you go into it. And for me, like I said, it was a therapy.
Awesome. 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 All right. And so now looking ahead, what are your future goals, both personally and professionally? And how do they tie into the theme of this book?
Okay, so before I got into this book, I was, with all the different stories my uncle was telling me, we had started a book. So since he's passed, I picked, I said, you know what? I promised him I was going to do this. So this is something that I'm doing. Another thing that what I'm working on is my husband podcast. And my husband, he's a retired NFL player, and so it's gonna be on sports, but it's gonna focus on the forgotten players.
Mm,
And also too, we're working on his book, and then I'm going to be working on my book. So we have a lot of things going on, but you know, I'm hopefully everything will happen this year.
awesome. That's awesome. That's great. Looking forward to everything that's going to happen and be manifested just from you saying yes to this project and all the other doors that are opening for you. All right, so last but not least, let's talk about empowerment and connection. How can the readers connect with you and learn more about your chapter, your business and the services that you offer?
Okay, so if you go on Instagram, I could be you could go Lady P Diamond Bling, and you could see I'm on there. And then also for Facebook, you could just go under my name, and or like I tell people, you could always reach out to me. You could reach out to me with Messenger, because I'm always, I always on Facebook. I'm always on Instagram. So you could reach out to me that way as well.
Awesome. And Pamela, she will put her information in the comments. So as we even when we wrap this up tonight, she'll put it in the comments and let you know how you can reach out to her. She'll also have her link where you can, if for those of you who have not already purchased the book, you'll have the opportunity to purchase the book using her link. So Pamela, thank you so much. And don't go anywhere, Pam. I'm Pamela Pam. I have a friend named Pamela, and she doesn't want to be called Pam. And then I have you, Pamela, and I have two more Pamelas too. And I have you, and you like, just call me Pam. So I may say Pamela, I may say Pam, but I'm just so delighted that you are a part of this project. And you're going to go back to the backstage for a little bit. Don't go anywhere, because we're going to bring you up, and we're all going to come here and talk and share a couple of nuggets before we go. So Pamela, thank you. We'll see you again shortly. And now for those of you who have been waiting for Miss Alyssa, she is on her way, and she is about to come, and I'm so excited about bringing her to the stage. She is also another gem who is doing great things in the earth, in the world. She is a gift, and I'm so delighted that she said yes to this project. So welcome to you, Miss Alyssa Dula.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, everyone. How are you?
So, just like I said to Pamela, and as you may have noticed from all the other co authors, I need you to take a moment and introduce yourself, being mindful that I am going to take a snippet of this introduction and I am going to present it on my platform as Meet the Co author. So, please take a moment and introduce yourself.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Alyssa Dula. I am a pre-K through second grade teacher at an elementary school. I'm also an entrepreneur. I have a business called Center Your Pieces Balloons and Decor, where I do full event setups as well as balloon decor and backdrops. I am an aunt, a great aunt as well. And I just enjoy creativity. That's who I am.
That is so awesome. So, now you said go back to the part where you a
Mhm.
teacher. What grades do you teach?
I teach pre-K through second.
And what do you teach?
I'm an art teacher.
Wow.
Art
That
teacher. So it
makes
all
all
ties in when I tell my
yes,
story. You'll understand.
yes.
I'm an yes, pre-K through second grade art teacher.
That's awesome. Awesome. And then ties right into your business, which you do.
Yes.
When I see those pictures and things, I mean, you're just such a creative genius. It is so beautiful, and
To
I
God
love
be the
seeing
glory.
what you do. And so I'm excited that you're a part of this project, because
Thank
it is
you.
my understanding that it was this project that made you a first-time author. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Same thing for Pam. I didn't say that to her, but it
Yes.
just came to my mind. Okay. So I'm excited about that. So congratulations to you. So
Thank
we're going to go ahead and just jump right into this interview, asking you the same questions that I asked Pam, and just feel free to answer from your heart. So,
Mhm.
what inspired you to write your chapter, and what is the key message you hope readers take away?
So, my inspiration for writing this chapter is I wanted those who knew me to get an insight on Dula's beginning. How did she begin? What inspired her? Where did she start? How did she start creating? Like those type of things. So that's what inspired me to, write this chapter. At first I was thinking, I don't know. But I said, you know what? I want to put my story out there because it's interesting. It's about a little girl who loved creativity, and her mom saw something and, watered it. What I want people to take away from my chapter is that no matter what your no matter what you have going on in life, um, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, you can definitely start something and grow from it. If it's in your inside of you, you can definitely start something and grow from it, and make it into something that can inspire others. So definitely be encouraged when you read my chapter. Definitely take some things away from it. Don't be afraid to start something and move forward with it. There's a lot of people out there that can help you, that can inspire you, that can take you to the next level in your journey.
Awesome. Awesome. That was awesome. Great. All right. My next question to you: how has your personal journey shaped the insights you shared in the book?
So, like I was saying before, I as a little girl, it started when I was a little girl. My mom would take me to the museum. I was 3 years old. And yes, I do remember because I was in such awe, like just walking into the museum and seeing the paintings and the drawings. I knew my mom knew that there was something there, and
Right.
she wanted it to grow. And so she would put me in different art programs and workshops, and it just started from there. That's how it started.
Awesome. Awesome. So I'm so grateful that you guys are here and listening to her story. Please take a
Yes.
moment to like and share the video. We want to get back into these social media algorithm, but we want as many people as possible to hear the stories of these amazing co-authors. All right, so moving right along. Now, this is talking about the business side. How has vending and or entrepreneurship impacted your life, and what advice would you give to someone considering this path?
So entrepreneurship has impacted my life in so many ways. I have had so many networking opportunities. It's a networking tool. I have gained lifetime relationships with people who have actually taken me to the next level in my business, who has taken me to the next level spiritually as well. A lot of my clients, they become family, and they always count on me when they have an event to be the one to set up and decorate. They always call on me. They swear by me. They don't want anybody else but me. So that's how it's definitely has impacted me on a personal level, on a personal journey. Um, I want to say that it's growth. I've been growing, um, just growing as a person, just learning how to be more loving to people, learning how to be more caring to people. So that's how it has impacted my life.
No, that's awesome. That is so awesome. All right, so now looking ahead, what are your future goals, both personally and professionally, and how do they tie into the theme of this book?
So my future goals, professionally, I definitely want to work on some more creative things in my business, bring some more things that I've never done before into the business, um, just to help grow it, to to gain more clients as well. Um, personally, just to you know help myself with my business. That's my goals.
Great goals. Great goals.
Hmm.
All right. So now how can the readers connect? Well, how can the listeners connect with you and learn more about your chapter, your business, and the services that you offer?
So I have a website. You can go to www.centeryourpieces.com. Also, I'm on Facebook, Alyssa Dula on Facebook. I also have a business page, which is Center Your Pieces, and that's Facebook. Center Your Pieces Balloons and Decor is on Facebook, and then Instagram is Center Your Pieces Balloons and Decor as well on Instagram. So you can contact me in all those platforms as well as personally. Those who have my cell phone can text me if you need a copy of the book. But I encourage you to get the book so you can read my story and read about how I got started, how my journey, how I got to this point in my life, being a teacher and being a creative art teacher, and the experiences that I had with my students, as well as being an entrepreneur, and where I've gotten today as an entrepreneur.
So good, and I can't wait for them to really get your chapter and read your chapter. And for those of you, if you're here and you already purchased the book and you have the book already, tell the people in the comments, get the book, get the book, get the book. And so what I'm going to do at this time, I am going to bring Pam back to the stage with us so that she can join this party. So you had an opportunity to hear from both of these amazing co-authors. And I want them to make sure that they go into the comments to put their information so that people can contact them. Because I know that they can bless your life, whether it's just by reading the chapter, if you need insurance information from Pam, if you want some paparazzi jewelry, if you need some Mary Kay, if you have an event, you need some scented balloons, if you have children and you're struggling and you want them to be able to learn some things to do, you can have a conversation with Alyssa. Listen, I'm selling her off in this other aspect too that she hasn't even tapped into yet, as far as I know. Okay. But you have a wealth of information and services here that you can glean from by connecting with these beautiful women. And it's not just them. You've seen me on here since last month, and I've been interviewing some amazing co-authors. All of them are amazing. I'm going to call them all amazing. People say, you always saying amazing. That's right, because I meet amazing people who do amazing things. I serve an amazing God, and he is amazing. So amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay. Just call me the amazing chick if you have to. And so I'm excited about that. But so on my platforms, I have Marcella and Friends. I have my Pages Speaks. And then every now and again, I just may pop up on social media live, just myself having a conversation with you. But one thing that I love to talk about whatever platform I'm on, whatever I'm doing, I like to talk about purpose, because I understand that for many of us, our wealth is in our purpose. What I understand that when you know your purpose and you know who you are, then you can take the steps necessary to be the best version of yourself. So I want to ask these co-authors as they come back on the stage with us before we leave tonight, I want to talk just briefly about purpose. I love purpose. Purpose is everything for me. When I understood the power of purpose, it literally changed my life, because I was walking around a gifted person, but not understanding that I had a purpose in this earth. And when you have purpose, whatever you go through, when you know your purpose, you don't have to find it, because we were born with it. And I say this, if you follow me, you know where I'm going in this moment. When we come here, we all come here through a woman, whether you have a good relationship with your mother or not, whether you were adopted, whether you knew your mother, we all came through a woman. And when we come through a woman, whether it's the midwife, the doctor, the taxi cab driver, the fire department, whoever helped deliver you, they looked for a cry. And that cry was necessary because it was your announcement to the world. And that announcement says, I am here. And so when you understand that, you made this declaration as a baby coming into the earth. But what happens, we allow the cares of this world to distract us, to put us in a different direction, and we separate from the purpose. And so for many of us, we go and we get older and we know that there's something like right in here. And it's like, I don't know what it is. And I just don't know what it is. And I'm feeling some type of way. It is your cry, that cry that you gave out when you first entered this earth, that's connected to your purpose, is searching you out. Is searching you out. So when you show up and you understand the power of your purpose, you get to do great things. The dreams that you have, the visions, the callings, all of these amazing things that you thought were not possible for you, they become possible when you understand purpose. And we all, our main purpose for every human being on this earth is to love the Lord God with
Mm.
our heart, mind, body, and soul, all that we are. In addition to that, there are other purposes that we have in this earth. And so I want to ask you, Alisa, and I've been
Mhm.
calling you Alyssa all this time. I heard Alisa tonight, so I got you, baby. Alisa. I've been calling you Alyssa since I known you.
Yeah.
Alisa, okay? And you never corrected me. Now you're going to get it for that. Alisa, just share about, you heard me talk about purpose.
Yeah.
Share what purpose means to you and how it got you to where you are right now.
So purpose is everything. I truly believe that God created us for a purpose, on purpose, by purpose. And so for me, purpose is the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing today. I believe my purpose is to inspire people through my creativity. It's my ministry, So when I'm creating and I'm doing things, I'm able to talk to people, and they'll say, "Oh, this is beautiful. This is wonderful." And I'm like, "To God be the glory." So
Yeah.
that starts the conversation about the Lord because He
Mhm,
gets the glory. I don't even say thank you anymore. I don't know
mhm,
if that's bad, but I'm like, to God be the glory
mhm,
first. And
mhm,
then I may say thank you afterwards. But I believe my purpose is to, inspire others through my creativity. And that's what purpose means to me, to inspire people, encourage people, not well, just in the Lord, as well as inspire and encourage them to be and do what they've been afraid to do.
mhm,
Um, so I have an aunt that said to me, and she works with me from time to time, she said, "Thank you for what you're doing." And I said, "Really?" She's like, "Yes, because you're encouraging me to do what I really wanted to do.
mhm,
I'm not able to, I wasn't able to before, but you're inspiring me." And my aunt is awesome. She sews, and she can sew curtains, and she can make this and that, but she never really sought out to do it as a profession or thought that she could make money from it or be anything with that. So by me doing what I'm doing, it actually encouraged her. And so now she's wants to move forward with that. So I believe, in me inspiring people through my creativity is definitely a purpose that God has for me.
awesome. Pam, I asked you the same question.
Well, when I think of purpose, it's funny because I would say that a few days ago I was talking with Don, and I said this is the first time in 51 years that I'm not responsible for caring for somebody.
Mm,
And and I just told him, I said, I always tell people God uses who he chooses. And I said that I believe that my purpose, um, I guess I would say when it comes to a caregiver, I enlighten them and I tell them, you know, when you're a caregiver, you got to take time for yourself. Because if you don't
mhm,
take time for yourself, you're just going to explode. And so I come to realize that when I see people who are struggling being a caregiver, I give them some advice that I've learned through the years. But, like I said, no matter who you're caring for, you got to take time to care for yourself.
Yeah.
And I said, that's because, God, He allowed you to take care of somebody, but He's also wants you to take care of you. And in
mhm,
everything that you do, you got to put God first.
Amen.
And so, like I said, this was something that I just realized. And like now that I'm not caring for somebody, I feel free.
mhm,
And like it's strange. When my mother passed away, I was like, well, what do I do now? When my uncle passed away, I felt free.
mm,
And you know, it's like I said, God uses who He chooses, and He's chose me to be a blessing to others.
Yeah.
amen. Amen. That is awesome. And that's why purpose is everything. So if you're listening to this broadcast and you're like, but I don't know what my purpose is, I can't find my purpose. Well, You don't have to find your purpose. You were born with it. When you came out with that cry, that purpose was tattooed all over you. And
Yes.
so what you need to do is take time and sit down and just be still for a moment and
Mm.
think about the things that ignite you. Think about the things that make you smile. Think about the things that you're passionate about. Think
Yes.
about the things when people come to you and say, "You know what, every time you do this or you do that or you say this, it just truly blesses me." Purpose and success leaves clues. And so if you just stay still for a moment, because the thing is we always moving. If you would just stay still for a moment and talk with God and think about all the things that you've done over the years and the things that people have said to you, I guarantee you it will give you the clues that you need so that you can be effective in every area of your life. God has placed you here to do something great. You are the answer to someone's problem. You have the keys, the things that you've experienced, the things that you've gone through. It has given you tools and strategies that you can take and to empower other people. Just like what Pam said, she was a caregiver all these years. I identify with her because I was in the same boat. And I always taught, I do through the ministry, caring for the caregiver. Self-love is not selfish. So we got to be willing to take care of ourselves. But you taking care of yourself when you say, God, I want my purpose. When you say that, that's a form of self-love because there your wealth is in your purpose.
Mm.
So don't feel like you're too young. Don't feel like you're too old. Don't feel like you've made too many mistakes in your life. Don't feel like, oh, I just messed up. Listen, God can take everything that the enemy has meant for evil in your life and turn it to work together for your highest good. You have the opportunity. You're not just here tonight just to be here. You are here because God is wooing you and he's knocking on the doors of your heart. And listen, somebody is praying for you to step into your purpose because you are their answer. So I just really want to encourage you all with that. And even when we talk about this book is called Soulful Sales, How Vendors Empowered Me to Store. Even if you're not a vendor, even if you just pick up this book and read the chapters, what these women, because it's all women, put in these stories will empower you. And so I say to you that if you have a business and you feel stuck and stagnant and you just looking for another arm and another strategy so that you can grow, get the book. Let it be your blueprint. Learn from it. If you have tried vending before and it didn't work for you, then you have to, I'm telling you to go back, look again, get the book.
I
It's a
know.
blueprint in there. You will be able to identify with at least one of these vendors, maybe many. And then if you've been successful and vending been working for you, look, get the book and read because it's going to give you some more nuggets and keys so that you can excel in what you do because it is our hope, it is our dream, it is our desire, and it is our prayer that you get this book and you excel in every area of your life. You are not here by mistake. You are here on purpose so that God can ignite you to walk in purpose so that you can be everything he has called you to be. So I'm excited and I just know that God is doing something. And ladies, you are amazing again. I can tell you this all day and half the night. You are amazing. And I'm so grateful for your yes. It was a delight to work with you. It was a delight for us to just be able to come together and do. It took us longer than anticipated because I had so many first time authors I did not put into the play that, that they would have they would need some additional help, but it was all worth it. God's timing is
Amen.
everything.
Amen.
And so I'm excited. And before we go, don't forget, ladies, I want you to go back into these comments. Make sure you respond to the people that are talking to you. Make sure you have your information there so that they can connect with you. But before we go, I want to give you 60 seconds to give, I don't want to say final words, but closing words, okay? And just share what's on your heart in 60 seconds to anybody who may be listening tonight. Pam, you can start.
Well, what I would say, because I am someone in their 60s, and don't don't say that you're too old, because
Mhm.
you're not too old. As long as you're breathing, go for your dream. And so I would just encourage you, don't let anybody stop you. And if that's something that's on your heart, just go for it. Because like I said, God chooses who he uses.
Yes. Yes. Alisa?
Yes. So I want to say this book, it will definitely inspire you. Your purpose will bring you an unspeakable joy. That's how you'll know what your purpose is. And I believe by reading this book, it will encourage you. If you're someone who's been thinking about being an entrepreneur and thinking about vending, I think you should definitely read the stories because, like Marcella D. Moore said, there are definitely authors that you can connect with. Someone's story will inspire you.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's story will definitely inspire you. If you're someone who's already an entrepreneur that's doing vending, and you're definitely, like she said, pick up some nuggets from this book, based off of our stories. Just little things that information that we put in our stories can help you. And if you are an entrepreneur and decide, oh well, I want to give up, it's not working for me, this is also the book for you. Definitely my story. This is the book for you. um, because it'll help encourage you. It'll help you find your purpose again in what you were doing. Your purpose brings you unspeakable joy, and you want to keep that joy and bring that joy back. So definitely get the book.
I love that. I love that, ladies. Thank you for so this is the book, y'all. Get the book. Soulful Sales. How Vending Empowered Me to Soar. Get the book is waiting for you. And you get it from these authors. They will sign it. They will encourage you in it. And you will truly be blessed. Well, ladies, y'all did it. Okay. That was wonderful. We had a great time together. We had to reschedule and all of this stuff, but y'all made it happen. And I so appreciate each of you.
Thank
And
God.
so I don't want you to go anywhere. We're going to say good night to our audience tonight. Those of you who are watching the replay, please feel free to just comment and put your notes, aha moments, anything in the comments. And we promise we will bounce back by to say hello to you and just thank you for watching. So we're excited. We love you all. Listen, any given Monday or Tuesday, be on the lookout. I'm here for either My Pages Speak or Marcella and Friends. And I'm just happy to just be a part of this journey. Get your book, y'all. Get your book. 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 Get your book.
Get your
Okay.
book. Get your book.
Get your book. Did y'all hear me? Get your book. Get your book.
Get your
Get your
book.
All right. So thank you all. I say good night to you. Appreciate all of you who are here, who have been commenting tonight. Melissa, I see you. Andrea. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, it's Bana. And I'm probably slaughtering these names. Jackie, Hope, Rosalind, Eliana. Hey, sis. Arita, Robert. Those are the only ones that I saw. And I'm sure that it's more there. But thank you all so much for being here tonight and just hanging out with us. And I hope that you heard something that has empowered you and inspired you to be the best version of your God self. So we love you. Stay encouraged and get the book. All right. Have a great night. Have a great night.
Night.
Wave, guys. Just